So it's been a hot minute since we've done a speed rebuild on Madden 23, and I decided I want to do another one, and this time it's of the Baltimore Ravens, a team that are like in-game probably a little too good to do a regular rebuild just because you have that franchise quarterback in Lamar Jackson that's literally set forever. You have a sick franchise tackle. You have a really good tight end, which is one of the tougher positions to develop in the game. You got a couple of young guys, and then on defense, you do have, both of the corners set, and, there's a lot of talent on this team, and I'm honestly a little surprised that in-game, at least, based on the overalls here, that they are only an 82 overall. Yet some of these positions here you can see are a little lower, but, an 87 right end, an 88 DT, a 91 corner, an 87 corner, an 87 free safety, and then you got a bunch of guys. It just seems a little surprising that they're that low, but for a speed rebuild, with some of the successes we've had lately, which is not so much in those speed rebuilds, and I say lately, very loosely, it's maybe a good time to get a slam dunk winner, and with this team somehow, like I said, being only an 82 overall, that's what this seems to be, really. Maybe trade off Daniel Falele and maybe like some other players for a higher overall tackle, maybe same with the guard. Running back, I think you can live with Dobbins, but wide receiver, that is one of the biggest things that Baltimore needs to solve, and what we obviously need to solve. A pass rusher wouldn't hurt either, Ajabo. I don't really care too much about youth in this, because obviously this is a speed rebuild, which if you're new to these, which you might be, because once again, I haven't really done many this year. I forgot they have Kyle. Wow, okay. I didn't hear anything about him all season. This is a one-year thing, so it doesn't matter how old the players are. It's actually not even a bad team at all to have for a speed rebuild, as you can see, Pierce and Calais Campbell, some of the older guys in the league that are good for like 1 year are starters here, so it's not the worst team to go for. But yeah, we're going to have about 8 minutes to work with since, like I said, it's only an 82 overall team. Every overall past 80, we remove a minute, and we start with 10. I was going to do something like the Buccaneers, and I was like, they're an 87 overall. I'd have 3 minutes to work with. I don't remember really if the trade glitch still exists, where like you have to like back out to actually do trades. We'll add an extra 2 minutes, and I might have to restart if that's the case, but we're just going to have it at 8 minutes for right now, and we're going to see if we can actually win a Super Bowl in one of these. Bro, they're trying to scam me, so long story short, I had to kind of redo this, as there is still the glitch where the players don't show up. I don't know how much of a big deal that is. It might still be the back out glitch as well, where you have to literally back out to get all the things to show up. But I traded Marcus Williams and Bateman to the Eagles for A.J. Brown, and I noticed that was a thing. So I think what we're going to do, because it was actually the second trade I went in, we're going to just restart at 10 minutes. We're going to say, hey, we get a free trade. Sweet, man. Awesome free trade. But yeah, we traded Marcus Williams and Bateman for A.J. Brown. It was literally just a trade bait thing. Or trade block thing, the offers, and wide receivers are very valuable, so that's not even that far off, especially since Zeitler's not like the craziest player in the world. He's like a high overall, but he's normal dev and old, so it's not like crazy bad. But we're just gonna have 10 minutes on the clock. Don't yell at me. 3, 2, 1, and go. And I'm trying to get back one of them maybe, and let's go to the Ravens. Oh wait, that's us. Way to go, dude. You've solved the mystery. It'd be really nice to get Marcus Williams back. I would settle for Chauncey, but oh damn, that's kind of like, you're losing a player to gain a player. Like, that's kind of how trades work, in fairness. But really, that's what we're okay. Garner Johnson, welcome to the squad. We will take that. Kenyon Drake, I'd even plan on having as a starter anyways, so that's pretty sweet. I kind of want to find like a star dev running back. I haven't really paid attention to the devs in the game too much as of late, but kind of have an idea of like who's what and where's when. Like Leonard Fournette, I don't know if he's much better than Dobbins, but he is a higher overall, so I'd imagine he is. Wow, is he like a superstar? Why is his like rating so high? I also love that this is my focus right now. A position that we don't technically need, where we can go for like an O lineman or something instead, which I think we're gonna do. We're gonna go for like an offensive lineman. I'm trying to think of like a good one that's like kind of old. I suppose Joel is not the worst bet. What about just like the trade block thing? I'd probably do that if it came down to it, but I want to see if we can do something else instead. Huntley, and did we trade Fuller off? Fuller's still here. Ooh, he's also green. Ooh, okay, so that's not bad. The quarterback Huntley is probably decently valuable to another team instead, but, you know, this time doesn't last super long. You know, we're already down like 2 minutes, and we had an advantage. This also seems like an L, but we're going to have to trade off that third-round pick, so that's unfortunate. But we end up getting a very high overall lineman to add to this team, which is great. What other positions? We obviously, I mean, we don't need safety, but we could definitely make an improvement at safety. What about, so Tyus Bowser, Houston, JPP. The Bears are kind of interested. What can we just get for them? This is probably a huge L. We're actually seeing some pretty good offers here. But could we do better? Oh, wow, Gesicki. I kind of want to go Gesicki and just trade him. Quentin Williams, really? Do we need D-line? I don't think we do. But I'm still willing to go for it anyways, even though we don't need it, just because the value seems immense. So where is he? Quentin Williams is going to be my guy there. That's a pretty good trade. Unless I accidentally added a wrong player there, that is kind of busted. That was like a really freaking good trade. Let's see what else we can do, though. Don't actually know if we really needed the D-line there. We're in a 3-4, so you probably don't need... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, these are some players that... I mean, they're okay. Matabuke might have some value as well. Wills, really. Also have Bowles. If you want to drink your soup. I guess we'll go with the lineman, right? I mean, there's... Ooh, Jordan Brooks, actually. We could use a linebacker pretty badly. This team is rocking Patrick Queen at the moment, which is not the greatest of players. He's also decently high dev, though, for his age, so could actually use him as trade bait. So what is our running back situation? Pretty much the same, but actually worse. Duvernay. So we do need another wide receiver. That could obviously help. Let's try to grab some sort of... If Mooney wants to show up again, I would not hate it. Wide receiver. Any wide receiver at all? Anyone interested? Aziz, Carl Lawson. We could actually use Carl Lawson, to be fair. Let's go Carl Lawson. Where the hell is... Why is my brain not working right now? Carl Lawson, the Jet. Okay, figured it out. Thankfully. We've lost about 4 minutes, but we've gained a lot of players. The trade block thing is kind of helping a little bit, I'll be honest with you. Let's see what we can do with the outside linebackers, because I think Carl Lawson does actually need to start away in Ajabo. So Ajabo's tradable. Bynes is definitely not tradable at all. He's an old man with no new tricks. What can we do? We do need a new wide receiver, and that's what we're aiming for here, but I don't know if we're going to get it with these guys. Jamar? Hello? How are you? You wanna join us? EA doesn't like you, so I figured maybe there's a chance. Guess not. T. Higgins is an option. Gabe Davis, meh. I know in real life he's kind of doing things, but in-game, meh. Really, dude, I just want a trade. Let's go back to Higgins. Really? I am shocked that didn't go through. I want Higgins now. We have a lot of draft picks still as well, and we want to actually use those, believe it or not, but for right now, I just want T. Higgins. Giving up a second round next year seems kind of crazy. I didn't mean to pull off a Jabo, but I figured, that's such a good draft pick that maybe you don't even need to trade a Jabo, but he doesn't seem valuable at all in general anyways, but we'll pull that off. T. Higgins, he's a pretty good overall in fairness, 84 overall. He's young as hell, so it's not a bad trade, even though it feels like a second round's a little high for him. What other main positions? Could we actually trade like a first-round pick and Dobbins for like Derrick Henry or something? I highly doubt it, but that would be amazing. Kevin Byard as well. I'd be willing to kind of... Wow! They're like, no, you can't do those things. I was about to say, I'd be willing to trade both first rounds for these guys. Derrick Henry is a very high overall. Oh, they're like, wait... So do they care about Byard more than... I'll take the depth of Robert Woods. At this point, I'm kind of willing to just, like, have the greatest rushing attack of all time. A mobile quarterback that you just can't stop, and Derrick Henry, a power guy that you just can't stop. But I guess that's not going to happen here. I'm trying to think of, like, a good running back that might not cost us too much. Any superstar running backs? I don't want to go with Saquon because I think that's just cheating pretty much. Highly doubt you get Jonathan Taylor. I mean, maybe. Jonathan Taylor's a freaking game, though. Like I said, I'd be willing to trade off 2 draft picks for a guy that I know is going to do well in the run game. Because for some reason, a lot of running backs in the game that just don't do well in Sim, but some players you know that are going to be good. Aaron Jones could actually be maybe... I feel like that straight up first round's a little too costly for us, though. Can we go with Elton Jenkins, who's struggled mightily at tackle this year? We would finish our line off as well if we did this. Please take it. Oh, that's pain, dude, because it's so close, but yet so far away. Duvernay. Oh, I really don't want to give up 2 first-round picks for these guys, man. Can we add, like, Adrian Amos to the list? I don't really want Savage, but I guess I would take him, but Amos would be amazing. Oh, my, that is some pain. Look at how close an ultra trade here is. It's 2 first-round picks, in fairness, but Linderbaum, I don't want to, but it'd be better off. Oh, my God, that's brutal. I bet you if Elton Jenkins was a left guard, which is potentially where we're going to play him, we'd actually pull that off, too. What about Rashawn Gary instead? Aaron Jones and Rashawn Gary? Bro, that's just not even right, dude. That's kind of wrong. If we're going to be honest with you, that's kind of illegal. Carl Lawson, this would be a huge setback. It happened, but we did get... Oh, no, it's not a setback. We actually put Rashawn Gary in that trade, so actually we didn't need Carl Lawson anymore. Not bad, but only 2 minutes left. We did kind of clutch up a little bit there, I will admit. We got rid of the... Okay, so second round and third round pick is a must. Do we actually get a wide receiver? Did we add it? Oh, yeah, we got T. Higgins. It's okay. O-line, I just imagine, is almost perfect. We could use another middle linebacker. Let's trade off Queen for, I don't know, some decent middle linebacker. We only have a minute and a half left. Really need to zoom. Let's just go Tremaine Edmonds. Can we also add a safety? Micah Hyde. One of the 2, right? Oh, wow. I forgot about how high value they are. We're kind of selling. I'm not a fan. Micah Hyde and... Damn, Poyer is such a high overall. I'll take Johnson just for the hell of it. Can we do a 4th? I would get rid of Queen, but they don't seem to want him, so I'm just not bothering. We have a minute left. Oh, my. Dobbins. Well, now I feel like I'm trying to, like, get even more. This could be, like, our last trade. That's how bad this is for us. They don't have any, like, halfway decent linemen other than Deion Dawkins, right? Okay, I'm surprised they even took that, to be honest, but we've got about 45 seconds left to fill whatever remaining needs we have on the team, which is probably just safety at this point. But at the same time, I don't even know if we actually have anyone to trade off. And we have some okay wide receivers. They could definitely be better, but they're still okay. D-line set. Linebackers we could improve, but that's fine. And then safety is the last kind of need. They're not going to give us any of those 2 guys, no matter how old they are. They do not care. 15 seconds left. Let's just do one of these, I suppose, and then just try to take the best safety remaining. Might be Kyle Fuller there, honestly. We're going to allow us to just trade off on this, even with the clock running out. And, okay, clock kind of ran out, but we got Jeremy Chin. A lot of depth, it seems like we have. A lot of depth. We'll see what our team looks like after this. And somehow still magically miss the playoffs or something. But here's what the squad looks like after all those trades. Oh! We went from an 82 to a 90. That very well could be the highest overall change we've had in any of these types of speed rebuilds on the channel, let alone Madden 23. I will say, though, it might be an unnatural one, though, as... we really didn't add that much talent to the wide receiving group, right? I mean, I guess there's like a 10 overall there, probably like a 7 or 8 overall there, but, I feel like we've had teams where we've had like 2 near 90 wide receivers. I don't know, but maybe did we do something to the defense that made it way better? I mean, it's good, but once again, I don't know if I feel like this is a 90 overall team even then, but I guess our trenches do look pretty insane, and I don't know, it's a good team. What can I tell you? It is a good team. It's just... I don't know, it kind of feels like I don't know. It is what it is. Let's sim the season. We have Atlanta on offense and Pittsburgh on defense. I think that's what we're going to rock for all of these going forward. 3-4 wise, it's probably going to be Pittsburgh. 4-3, it'll probably be Cleveland. I just want, teams to have a good pass rusher, in real life and base it off of that, because the stat numbers, I think the sims will actually probably reflect that. Also, improve rookies. It's usually a running back. Who's this? Oh, Linderbaum. Fair enough. Very good season, but kind of selling near the end and physically selling near the end as we go 12-5, but we were like 12-3. Of course, the division looks insane, by the way. But let's do this whole Calais Campbell thing. He'll be gone. I'll be sad, but the morale will be up. So, in theory, I'm not sad because actually I'm pretty happy that that's a thing because we get free morale in a situation where we don't really care if he retires after this year because obviously it's a one-year thing. But Steelers and Bengals, 2 division rival losses, which would have gotten us a bye week if we would have won both of those games, or hell, even one of the games probably. Lamar Jackson's numbers in the Falcons playbook looking really good. I don't know what word I just said. Aaron Jones, very good as well. Duvernay, though? I had A.J. Brown as wide receiver 1 and slot wide receiver 1, but okay. Still really good numbers game for everyone on the season. Blocking was amazing. Rashawn Gary with 17, Calais with 13, 7.5 for Pierce, away with 6.5, 6 for Quinnen Williams. Picks were pretty decent. This is a really solid season, actually. Justin Tucker was, not his normal self, to be honest. The punter Stout did really well. Any award wins, definitely not MVP because of the interceptions from Lamar. It was a good season. Oh, maybe not definitely. It's number 2, actually. It was a good season, but interceptions are just a little too high, usually for the win. Used to NFC rebuilds. Didn't expect to, have to stay on here. Best quarterback, Lamar Jackson for the AFC side, though. Best wide receiver, Duvernay. Aaron Jones, all the way at 6? Really? Best O-line goes to Batonio. Overall, a pretty damn good season. And probably a first-round exit, let's be honest. 10 whole overalls higher than them if we lose, dude. All right, going to the end of the game. Let's see it. Come on. We're not doing this. Wow, there is a lot of turnovers, it would appear. 7-0, 10-0. Colts not going away that easily. 10-3. We could have really made it easier on ourselves if we would have got Jonathan Taylor, but Aaron Jones, at least in the regular season, seems to be playing pretty well. 31-10. 31-17, and there was some scoring finally, but luckily for us, we were the team doing the majority of that. Lamar Jackson, really good numbers except for the picks. Got outplayed by Matt Ryan in a way when you consider the lack of interceptions thrown. Aaron Jones did a pretty good job. Fumble from Jonathan Taylor. Maybe we're glad we didn't get him. Duvernay is like that dude. I'm not. No. Not today. Oh man. Not to Duvernay today, and said he wasn't going to do it, still did it. Oh, I forgot to click the, oh no I didn't. For once, the game having like sticky responsiveness, I said it, actually benefit us. Nice. Gardner, okay. Now the Chargers, who are very low overall compared to us as well, they're 6 overalls lower than us, which is insane to think. Going to the end of the game, the Chargers coming out with 3 out the gate, we respond with 3. We get another 3. They get a touchdown. We respond with a touchdown. A 3-point game throughout so far. No touchdown or field goal near the end of that half, which looked like we were going to score. Field goal or extra point missed. Now only up by 2, and the Chargers are kind of working on us. And with the worst choke of the season, we are going to be out in the divisional round. What was that scoring like? I'd like to see the score summary. Wow, gave up 24 in the 4th. That's some good defense, baby. That's what I like to see. Lamar, 2 interceptions each time. I don't care. I'm bringing it back. He's a running back. I'm bringing back the trend. J.C. Jackson with 2 interceptions. I can't believe we gave up 24 in the 4th. Like, do you even realize, because of stuff like that, we have proven time and time again how really tough it is to win Super Bowls and rebuilds. Like, we've had rebuilds where we've won back-to-back, 3 in a row. It's not a common occurrence, but it's happened. Multiple Super Bowls in one rebuild. You know how hard it is, no matter what, considering how good you can make a team and they still suck? And Calais still isn't, he's like, am I going to retire now? No. But let's go to the Super Bowl, see who wins that thing. Chargers are going to waste our spot, aren't they? They're going to waste our spot. They're not even going to go. Oh my God, they lost in the division rivals. They gave it over to the Broncos, who won the Super Bowl. They're not even good this year. Did we actually trade away our team to them? Andrews is an X factor. No dev up for anyone, even Duvernay, which, well, actually, no. There was a dev up for, actually, is Batonio already? Was it just because he won the award? Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball and see Rashawn Gary goes up. Calais Campbell's like, I'm staying, sorry. That's the face of a guy that's saying that exactly that way. Marlon Humphrey's also an X factor, but none of that matters because this was a one-year situation. Regardless, it was a very successful one as we went up 8 overalls based on trades alone. And, of course, we made it to the divisional round. But that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys want to see a speed rebuild of a different team, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe we even do like a speed rebuild of like a fantasy draft rebuild team, which seems like it could be an absolute disaster. It's actually really hard to trade in a fantasy draft early on because every team kind of drafts every player, right? They draft every position, so it's not a whole lot of team needs that are green. So unless you have really high overall players you're willing to trade, you're not really going to get much out of them. But still could be done. Be interesting to see. Anyways, that's pretty much going to be it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays. And, yeah, I mean, probably face of the franchise tomorrow. More playoffs. Going to be a Vikings franchise video a little bit later today. And some more content on the weekend. That's about it, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!